Going for the big cheese of comedy, Mel Garlick! Come on!
All right, how's everyone doing? Keep giving yourself a nice round of applause for coming out and supporting live comedy. Feels good, man. Just a mosaic array of people in here. Golly, look like my family reunion. Yeah, we go from one extreme to the next, you know what I'm saying? But you know what bothers me when I get people that talk about all the famous celebrity family members they have or people they know? Shit, hell, I got famous celebrity family members. They appeared on many episodes of the Jerry Springer Show. Some on Court TV on opposing sides. Shit, hell, my family even went on Family Feud feuding with each other. Steve Harvey said they're just ignorant. You know, you get these people that talk about all the shit they had while they were growing up like they were born with a silver spoon in their mouth. Hell, I grew up very poor, I'm not ashamed of it. But I was fortunate enough to have had 2 TVs. One with sound and one with picture. Hell, it would have been even more fortunate if I had them shits at the same time. You know, it's weird. You know, it's around the holidays, you know, I got people that live out of town, family members and stuff like that, and they like to come to New York, because New York's a big city. They want to come up for the holidays. I invite them up. They bring their own damn guests. I said, why you bring this fool? Well, he drives. I said, where this fool gonna stay? He says, your couch look nice. So I feel nice. I let him stay. And I said, listen, we start to get to know each other. And I said it was expensive driving to New York with all the tolls and stuff like that. He says, no, it wasn't. I just went through the lane that said easy pass, no cash. Like this shit was optional to pay. This fool. And I pulled his leg. I said, they got cameras here, they want to get you and stuff. Like they said, wouldn't my car? Yeah. Well, listen, I'm going to tell you a little bit about me. I'm a criminal defense investigator. That's right. Everybody knows what that is? People are like, I like my job, man. It's flexible. I get to work day, evening, and night hours. I get to go to nightclubs, back alleyways, city housing projects. I get to pick where I want to be robbed, beaten, and killed. Yeah, how you guys feeling? Listen, I'm going to bring the next act up. This guy I performed with him this summer. We were at Foxwoods Casino. He also performed at the Tropicana in Atlantic City. Let's give a nice warm welcome for John Consoli.
Keep it going for Mel Garlick, ladies and gentlemen. Late night Friday crowd, bane of all comedy. They said that you guys are the toughest crowd to work. Late night drunk Friday crowd. Are you guys late night and drunk? Yeah. Oh, you're nice, good. Just like me too. We're all here. It's great to be here with Mel. Last show I did with Mel was taped for television. Immediately after the show, I got taken to the hospital. I was in the hospital for 6 days afterwards, not because of the show. They really don't know why. No, it wasn't because of the show. I was sick, and here's what I learned in the hospital. I had some kind of fever. It was, I'm feeling better now. Not contagious, sir. You're safe. It's all good. You look very concerned. Lighten up. Have a good time. Comedy show. Here's what I learned about being in a hospital. First of all, I did not go to a hospital on the North Shore. I've been working with Harry too long. I stay away from that shit. That's for sure. But I did learn something. They put me in a semi-private room. Do you know about the semi-private room? You're in one room with somebody else. I learned something I want to share with you about bedpan etiquette. If we are in a hospital room together in a semi-private room, the appropriate time for you to use your bedpan is never. That's wrong. I mean, if we're in a room together, you use a bedpan, you've turned our room into your bathroom, and I'm stuck in it. That's not right, sir. How dare you? It's wrong, but I'm feeling better now. I was excited about being here on the late night Friday show, dyed my hair for the show. No, that's true. I dyed my hair to Just for Men, like they're going to put that shit on the box, right? Or there are women trying to, Just for Men, man, put that down. It's keeping the top dark. When my beard grows in, I look like a fucking panda. Which is not a bad thing in America. Don't we love the panda bear in America, don't we, right? On the cover of the New York Times, we're fascinated with trying to get these pandas to mate in captivity. They can't figure it out. They spend our tax dollars. They light romantic candles. They play Barry White music for the pandas, trying to get them to mate. That's true. They show the pandas porn. They show the pandas pornography, trying to figure out why the pandas won't do it. But I figured it out. I figured it out. The reason the pandas won't do it is because every panda looks exactly like all the other pandas. Now listen, I could drop a couple of pounds and maybe I'm getting a little bit older, but I think I'm a fairly good-looking guy. You put me in a cage with me, I'm not fucking me. I don't care how much Barry White bullshit you pump in. It's not happening. That guy from Duck Dynasty got no beef with Johnny C. I'm okay. You believe that shit? Reality TV, the Duck Dynasty guy, you believe this shit? Reality TV seems to be able to deal with everything except for reality. Right? That's kind of messed up. What are you drinking there, man? What is that in that big glass? Blue Moon. Blue Moon in the front. What's your name, pal? Matt drinking a Blue Moon. I'm trying to give up the booze. Trying to drop a couple of pounds. Matt, you look like you're in great shape. I got to work at it hard. Been working at it my whole life. I was a fat kid. I was. My name's John Consoli, Matt. You know what my nickname was growing up? Roly-poly Consoli. Oh, thank you, compassionate people. I appreciate it. That's kind of you. That's all right. I got picked on, too, when I was a kid. Every morning it'd be like, "Hey, fat ass, what'd you have for breakfast? A dozen cannolis? Hey, ton of fun. You steal a tray of lasagna out of Mom's refrigerator last night?" I'd be like, "Dad." Dick, that's not right, Matt. Right? You gotta watch the booze too, man. The booze will mess you up. Empty calories, ladies and gentlemen. Take it easy on it. I'm stopping, right? Because I do this for a living. And, you know, we work like 15, 20 minutes a night, sit around all day. It's easy to start drinking early in the day. And I had to cut back. Here's how I knew that I had to cut back. I had a morning, Matt, like this. Maybe you can relate. I'm not sure. I wake up in the morning feeling like crap. Stagger into the bathroom. Turn the light on, look in the mirror, one of my eyebrows is gone. There's a dick drawn on my forehead. And it was in my room by myself all night. Time to stop, right? Health problems too, it tears you up, kills your bladder. My bladder destroyed. I peed 5 times last night. I got up 4 times last night. The last time was rough. It was rough. Liver destroyed. Liver's gone. My liver is so black it talks through the entire movie. Do you know how much balls it took to tell a joke in that room? Do you know, Matt? I was thinking I'm not going to do that one tonight, but luckily Mel's family has seen me before, and they know that I'm a nice person. Ain't that right? You married, Matt? You married or you're happy, Matt? You married? Is this your wife? That's great. Who's not married? You guys married? I highly recommend every young single man in the house, I highly recommend that you get married. By all means, get married. By all means, because if you find the right woman, you will be happy the rest of your life. If you find the wrong woman, you will become a stand-up comedian. And never run out of shit to talk about. Me and Sue were living in this little bungalow over here in Seaford, right by the water. Back of the house, 8 feet from the water. Storm came and washed the whole fucking place away. Took the whole house, gone. So the storm is very near and dear to my heart. So this year, what I did is I went down to, did you guys follow at all what happened to the folks in Seaside Heights in New Jersey? You see that shit? Isn't that horrible? Right? They depend, the whole place depends upon the stuff that's built on the boardwalk. The boardwalk gets wiped away in the storm. They build the shit back. They build it back, it burned to the ground. It burned to the ground. So the Sons of Italy invited me. I'm an Italian American. Where's my Italians in the house? Thank all 3 of you for coming. Appreciate that. They happen to be my family. I knew they were going to be here. I'm an Italian American. My family came over to Manhattan on the boat from Staten Island. And the Sons of Italy invited me and a couple of my buddies to go down to Seaside Heights, do a fundraiser, try to help those people out. We went down there, and right in the front row, there's a bunch of guys, these little muscle Italian guys sitting in the front row of the Sons of Italy, and they had T-shirts on that said the slogan, the logo, "Stronger than the storm." And I'm looking at these guys, Matt, and I had to stop. And I went, guys, young guys, stronger than the storm? Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. Mother Nature will kick your ass every single time. Every time. You don't have a shot. But take heart, young men, because we can be smarter than the storm. They said, John, how can we do that? I said, stop building shit on the beach. Every place I go to tell jokes to people, I've been to Florida, I've been to Bermuda, I've been to the Bahamas, I've been to Aruba. Beautiful beaches, no boardwalk. People go to the beach, they enjoy it, and they go the fuck home. But in Seaside Heights, you put a bunch of us Italians near a beach, we look at the beach and go, it's nice, you know what that needs? A fucking donut shop. And we start to build shit. Right? We got to build us a boardwalk. We got to do that. It's in our DNA. It's in our genes. Now, my family, from over in Italy on the other side, not Staten Island, but the real Italy. Not the fake one that they got over there. Real Italy. We're from a small area that's called Naples. You guys familiar with Naples? Naples? Napolitans? Nobody? Okay, well, anyway, it's called Naples today. But 2,000 years ago, it had a different name. It was called Pompeii. And that's where my family's from. Maybe you guys know the story. Pompeii is a beautiful little village at the base of a big mountain. The mountain is named Vesuvius, and it's a volcano. And when that volcano erupted, my ancestors didn't leave. They stayed there, and all the volcanic ash and the concrete and shit came down and covered them, and they got cooked, and they died, and they froze. They died in concrete. That's the way for an Italian to go. And they got stuck just the way that they were thousands of years ago. And if you go over to Italy today, they got a museum there. And I guarantee you, Matt, if we went over there, me and you, and we had a hammer and a chisel, we chipped one of those things open, there'd be a little Italian guy in there with a t-shirt on that said, stronger than the volcano. Thank you, half a clap. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I want to leave you with the story. I've been talking about my mom. I got to talk about Dad a little bit because my family's in the house. My sister Christine's back there. Give it up for my sister Christine. Hey, Christine, raise your hand. She got all the attention from Dad. An Italian family, when the company would come over, they'd line you up and introduce you. Right? Me and Christine would be all scrubbed up and in our pajamas. And he'd say, this is Christine. She's our little snowflake. She's a singer. She's a dancer. She's a gymnast. And someday, she's going to be a big movie star. And he'd look at me and go, and this one thinks he's a fucking comedian. Dad was an interesting guy. And when I remember my dad, he wasn't around a whole lot when I was a kid. But he used to show up on birthdays. And one of my favorite birthdays, for my 16th birthday, I grew up right here on the South Shore of Long Island in Wantaw. Anybody from Wantaw? Local people?
Yeah.
Local, yeah, my family, of course. There's a fucking coincidence.